Prologue for Gralsritter. Same day afternoon. The skies, Midwestern Zamuria, roughly 500 south from Liberl. The international airline in Gretna. Oh, that's the person I recognise. Ah, we're going out of sight again now. I wonder if we're busy migrating. Looks like we can't keep up with ship row. We're just the cutest. Oh, look who it is. I know you. Really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. Sure wasn't expected to run into you here. Funny coincidence. Really is. Good to see you again. Father. You don't remember my name, do you? Tell me something. Of course I do. It's Onion Graham. Oh, of course, how lucky I am to be named after such a multi-purpose plant. Now, we're named Dorothy. Really did forget, didn't you? Yeah, you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing. Just being silly. A couple of days ago, this amazing onion. Hot pot over yeast and quarter. Can we do a hot pot with onions? Because that's good. Whatever, so since you haven't forgotten, what is my name? It's good to see you again, Jasmine Graham. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name. You have a woman's name! Sorry. Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation. That's about the gist. Come to think of it, how you end up with an international liner? Instead of it in a reason quarter, right? You'll actually let me go on it on my own this time. I'm sure I want to let you handle travelling abroad. And again, so only by taking on positions of responsibility. I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvard instead of Bowes. Wait a second. You were told to go to Bowes, not Calvard. You sure did. When I got my airship, fell asleep before I knew it was chilling out in Calvard's capital. Weird, huh? Sounds like you got a wrong airship to me. My brain catch up, so we were in the Republic for little days and you weren't even supposed to be there. You were going to have to take enough money to manage. Unfortunately, there was someone from the Liberl embassy at the airport. There were tons of people really nice to me and helped me when I was there. We know where to start. Neil must be wood sick. You think? He didn't sound hot when I called yesterday, so I'll be coming back to the office today. Keep telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens. I don't think you can pin a crime on tobacco this time, Missy. Thank you for taking this journey. We're arriving at Terminal Grancel City in roughly 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to walk around. Okay. My sister can be unbelievably stubborn sometimes. I'm not budging on this. They're going to Villa to go some fishing. I'm only very good with heights. I mean, it's not phobia level or anything, I'm just not very good with them. Oh, that was an amazing business discussion. That bargainer really knows how to put a good fight for someone so young. Used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. Oh, can I look outside? Can I? No, you can't. Please sit down like a good girl. My wife went back to her family's home. Two spent vast half a year travelling around the continent. We're finally back home in Liberl, which means it's time to think about getting a house for ourselves. I remember that couple, a cute couple. Let's go down. You want to know what I wanted to be a child to begin with? Approaching the Bacon range. Okay. I don't even want to be here right now. I have to go out my way to see him anyway. Right. The oval pressure looks perfectly normal. Oh, sorry, I'm going to have to ask you not to come down here, sir. Your name rings a bell for some reason, no idea why. My personal front looks suspicious. Anyway, first thing stopping the central factory in Zeus. Don't you have too worked up? Cleaning stuff for the airships, we do just plenty of the job, don't they? I've seen my grandchild in Grancel. And who are you? Yes, I'm finally almost having the bell. Why'd you ask? Because the last spot of an ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up here, so I want to pursue it. There we are. Nothing Grancel, it seems. Oh, so lovely back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air. You won't believe all the stuff that happened half a year ago looking at Grancel now. People here sure are strong for what's usually a peaceful country. One knows women are tough in the face of adversity. You're right to see about here, though. It's nice, nostalgic almost. Makes me feel a little homesick. I'm not actually from our area, but not many people are. It's actually pretty darn small, smaller than most states around the continents. So basically, the Vatican, Ben. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is. It's lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there. Where are you actually from? Dorothy! Oh, Neil, I'm home. Did you miss me? Did I miss you? Of course I missed you. What Alos' name have you been doing? Sent you to Bose. How'd you end up in Calvard? You were definitely on a westbound liner. Don't really know. Oh, wait, I should know. Go on, spit it out. I bet I'm a sleepwalker. After I got on my white airship, I fell asleep and sleepwalking on the wrong one. Sleepwalkers don't take airships, you idiot! Alright, your 30th birthday was last Friday too, wasn't it? Happy birthday, I bought a cake over in Calvard and a big celebration for it too. But you are just looking for an excuse to eat cake by yourself. You should have seen it, Neil. We've made a decent matcha. Perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness. Took lots and lots of pictures. Bought me pictures of a cake. I always felt like we could go into business as a comedy duo. Wait a second. I see you again, Neil. Looking up, same old, though maybe not so happy about it. What are you doing here? Please tell me you didn't end up going to Arteria to cause trouble. It was just my command. We just ran into another on the airship. Oh good, you had me rewarded for a minute. I was scared stiff and smashed some super expensive stained glass windows. So I thought you'd make you put up with. Ah, you're such a worrywart. Whose fault do you think that is? Still, good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liberl? Something else happened? Oh, just a bit of work-related business I've got to take care of. Not part of a major investigation, so I won't go and get any hopes up. I'll be a judge of that. Anyway, where are you staying for the time being? Cathedral? Have you dropped by and say hi when I get a chance? Go for it. Meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're going to tell us all about what the hell you're doing. Yeah, betcha. I focused on every meal I had. Seeing those together really makes you think I'm back here. Destel and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea where the others are. Is that you, Father Graham? Lieutenant Colonel Sid. Good to see you again. Pleased to see you've been keeping well. Same to you, sir. Got to say, I wasn't expecting to be with your representative who came to meet me. It'll be Julia. May have been, so she's currently out on another mission, so unfortunately you have to make do with me. Don't have anything better to do, so I came in a place. Little bird tell me you'll be going to a promoted Lieutenant Colonel soon, aren't you? Shouldn't be surprised if people have such a good information. So I'm afraid I'll leave the position of too much responsibility. Brigadier General Brighton has plenty of work left in him too. Poor Cassius is going to get work to a bone, huh? Anyway, get down to business. It's in Grancel Cathedral, right? That's correct. Being kept underneath it. To be more specific, I imagine you're already aware of it. Here, a layman like myself can't even enter it. Pretty much. Special place, you see. Fill in more details when we get there. Let's say someone who's been assisting us with this case. I'll be appraising you with details of what you're doing here. Push past all these old sites, which we've already seen many times. Ah, there you are. Good seeing you, Archbishop. You look well. And you must be... I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you? Huh? 22, but that's a lot longer than you expected. Are Gralsritter really so short-staffed where we're handing out their most important post to kids? You can't blame me for assuming a 5th Dominion would look more like a veteran, can you? You're surprised we had an already face. Someone in your position should have a much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training. Or are you just acting, I wonder? How do you... Professor Russell, please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try to be a little less deliberately provocative. Hell no. He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up. You want me to play nice? You kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed the same way as that old coot. Of course, Mum. Wait, Russell. When are you... I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. Sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon. Is that Tita's mum? So I didn't sure expect to run into little Tita's mother here. Heard you and your husband are both living abroad. What do you think? After all that went down here, there's no way of staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Although how remote the region we're in is, it's all over by the time we reached us. Had we found out sooner, I'm sure would have let that maniac pull half the crap he did. Doesn't sound like you're too happy with Professor nowadays, huh? Talk about understatement. Whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. Getting some stuff towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger. That's fair. If that isn't bad enough, you'll have that red-headed scumbag get near her too. That utter cretin ain't fit to be worth within 50 yards of my darling Tita. No mind actually getting friendly with her. So you don't like Agate, huh? Don't speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. I'm gonna finish with him and wish there was no ever born. You might survive the last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against even more powerful units, shall we? I have a feeling it's in a matter we're better off not prying into. I thought the same, so I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, with Professor Russell, you're more familiar with his currently vacationing abroad. As such, she's been assisting us with his case in his place. Are you two listening to me? Of course. This staircase sure is long, though. How much further do we have to go? Not much further, as I know. Yep, there we go. Dead end? Have you got to get a good explanation for this? I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any further, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts to me. You took a strange. It's an example of a church's famous formatology. I'd like to undertake a form of suggestion. You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, huh? Extreme, so no. The Colonel's obviously going to need to report what happened. Promise you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. You won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. Okay. No need to do that. Here goes. The name is she who delves above a holy consecrated septium. Place of golden glow, conscious and silver glow. By opposing nature's will to a path that leads to a sacrament. What the? How did I do up here? Thank you both for your assistance. I can see you're both true to your word. If you said anyone didn't mean it, he wouldn't be able to see anything. Anyway, come on in. primal ground. Wow. Unbelievable. All these years I had no idea such a place lay hidden beneath the cathedral. It's not exactly something you publicise, but it's built in accordance with agreements between church and royal family. It's supposed to power ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check. It's a neat name if ever I heard one. Take that as a yes. I'm not confirming anything. I'm just thinking about how much you take after real Professor Russell. Thank you not to associate me with him. You might trump me a little in the theoretical side. When it comes to a practical, I'll be in my sleep. I was always wanting to design for fundamental systems with Capella me, I say, you know. Really? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area of the Liberl Ark, and we believe it to be an artifact. 3 days prior, roughly at the centre of a Leria Lake. Sun's going down already, yeah? Okay. Which is size based on throws. Okay, you know, just getting into the new estimated location. Just about. Be real sad if you're knocked off with a kiddo though. Not sure I'm supposed to put a bit right. Okay. Hard to make a switch that now been calling you out since you're about knee high. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down? Okay. Okay. Easy now, we don't know for sure if there's even artifacts yet. Regardless, pass on a message. Leave the rest of you here, Gustav. That's a spot. Go ahead. Savage claims sound like it's in poor condition. That's not what I meant. I just can't help but bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have a power they do, but it's not something we can ignore. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. When we can't help it, we're captivated by them. We're still aware by any attempt to solve them mystery is pointless. I mean, now we still don't know what truly happened there or what it signified. Okay. What have you got for me, mate? Goodness. Moving 30 week. There we go. What have we? A glowy thing. I see. So looking at it. Correct. There were all the readings coming from the artifact we found it, but not anymore. I'm sure I don't need to spell the significance of it. Playing the die way say to wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it is exempt from traditional agreements governing women does not need to be given to a church. You all didn't understand me so well. She cut right to a chase. The orb readings disappeared just before we had the artifact of the cathedral. Currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership appear to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. In your expert opinion, what should be done here? Assuming Liberl wants to assert ownership. If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. Monica here accompanying her as a representative. The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of the lake is because of his DCF's salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it. From what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyse the artifact when it's no longer active. Don't see how it's any use to do research. If you're sure want to keep it that badly. Well, I've seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought knew about the world is more or less proven wrong. You know, what truth we tell people the church had hidden from the past. As for Ouroboros group, they don't make much sense to you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. Don't know what the truth is or what's really happening. I can't stand the pain interest knowing the answers anymore. As long as the slightest chance of artifact to shed light on what I have to know, I want it. Not as though interrogating will achieve anything. You heard what I got to say. Now for you to tell us what you're going to do. That brief hesitation is all it took to spawn a great evil. Who is she? No way. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster into the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Isa, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. I apologize for delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Ries Argent. I'm a squire of Gralsritter. Look forward to working under you. You think we'd end up having more company? Wait a second. Is something the matter? So that's everything you can get me, is it? You can't just buy me easily, I'll bear with that. Huh? Never underestimated with Gralsritter. You think I can break my word to fight by sending a girl like you my way? I'm not going to get you down so easily because I've got a secret weapon of my own. Behold! The most powerful force in the universe. Isn't that? That's Tita, isn't it? How cute. Isn't she? Isn't she? But you just want to jump into a photo and squeeze it like a stuffed toy right now, do you? Should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities as others. Anyway, that's no matter of figuring out how adorable you may happen to be. You can't take me down just because I've got natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. You keep saying that someone's cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would be talking about? You have such an aura of maturity about you, but your features have an irresistible trace of innocence. Now I'd refer you to a sister's habit complimented like a real cherry on top. Most flattering habit I've ever seen. If I happened to have a protected field, I'd be in real danger here. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying. Might I inquire to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham? Sure. Lady Professor Eric Russell of the ZCF, or Gentleman's Lieutenant Colonel Sid. Seriously though, Father Graham, really? Ah, so you're the people who initially discovered the artifact. Thank you for cooperation in our work. We'll take over looking after it from here. That will be all. Wait, what? Hold on a minute, we haven't finished deciding what to do with it yet. Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether or not it's lost its power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. Potentially related to one of the Septarians. I'm surprised you even humoured the opinion of letting an outsider take custody of it. Well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on, man. What legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements with the church are quite clear, saying the artifacts have lost their power and are exempt from usual rules. I have no legal basis, but have you more of keeping it? You're following the agreements with a letter, and no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It's simply an abandoned object with no answer, no owner whatsoever. What, so all you got is, I don't need a reason, it's mine, that's final? Put it bluntly, yes. Well, that's how you want to play it. What's your take, Mr. Kevin Graham? Well, by all means. Yeah, I thought I'd be kicked out of this conversation. Well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to our terrier with us, but after all, helps the Liberl's given us, I feel kind of bad just snatching it from him without even giving a valid reason. Bit of argument to a degree of merit, but it isn't more correct. Not quite sure how you'll solve this one. Whoa. My. What is it? Why did you both look surprised? Why do you mean, why? Did you two not hear that? Hear what? Wait a... Oh. That solves that argument. Wow. Oh, no way. That thing wasn't good enough for the horrible reasons anymore. 0 zip. Why is that suddenly active? I believe that settles our dispute. Sure does. Your artifact was inside, huh? Never seen one quite like it. Looks like a box kind or a cube. Oh. I'd like to thank you for your cooperation in recovery of the artifact. According to the Pact of the Church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody from here on out. You and all who aided the Septarian Church's deepest appreciation. Cry for me,